Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hello. Did y'all miss me? I missed y'all. Seemed like it's been forever. It's kind of been a week though. I did a live stream Monday. I didn't do one Wednesday. Y'all didn't want to talk to me Wednesday. I guarantee you didn't want to talk to me Wednesday. But I got a lot of things that I want to talk about. An announcement. Let me share my screen real quick. I be calling myself working on my website, y'all. I'm still navigating that, like the back end of it, how to put stuff on it and do stuff to it. When you pay attention to it, it's okay. But let me pointing out, typically what has been going on is when people wanted a coaching session with me, they had to email me. Now I know some people are still going to do that until they get used to the new way. So I'm trying to centralize everything to my website so that people don't have to go everywhere in order to do the things that they want to do. So from now on, for those of you wishing to have coaching sessions, all you got to do is come to crimsoncure.com, click coaching session. Okay. Here, what happens is there's a 1 hour session and a 2 hour session. Okay. Either one that you choose, you can choose either one. We're going to choose the 1 hour session. Okay. And the highlighted days are the days that are available. Once you click those days, it'll give you the times. Don't worry that the times will show up in your time zone. So you don't have to, do any Chinese arithmetic to figure out what time. Okay. My coaching days are Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays only. I do not do coaching on the days that I do my live streams and nor on Sunday. So once again, all you got to do is come to crimsoncure.com. Okay. This is where you buy your merch. This is where you buy the book. This is where you get your coaching sessions. All right. All right. So I wanted to share that with you guys. So definitely the website is shaping up slowly but surely. I'm, getting accustomed to it. I'm old. So, I'm having to figure stuff out. I'm having to figure out stuff. So now we can actually get to what I wanted to talk about. Give me a moment because I wanted to pull it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you just a little bit of a video clip I found. And it's about Kendra G. She had a singles event, like a mixer. And this particular one, I don't know how many she has or how often she has them, but this particular video is about one that she did recently in Philadelphia. And so it was empty according to the ladies that attended there. Just like not even a handful of men, like less than 5, what she said. And there were more women than anything. So, yeah, Philly. You know, it's bad everywhere. It's really bad everywhere. But I'm going to share
So I've been holding this video in the vault for a very long time, but I'm finally going to talk about it. Kendra G's gathering in Philadelphia was empty. And I believe I walked past, it was like, and the crazy thing is I was with my man. I was on a date. That's the crazy thing about it. Middle.
Oh, I'm walking through the Kendra G Singles Live Philly, and nobody is there, y'all. Hold on, look.
She was like, this is it. Like this. And I said, well, did a lot of people leave? And she said no. Like, because I thought I got there on the tail end of the party. And she was like, no, it wasn't a lot of. But what the part that got me is she said only 2 men walked in.
But this is the truth. I'm going to say this. There are so, and we're going to talk about the guys too. But there are so many women.
It was like 14 women. And then that's not even including the women that were in the back. It was like groups of women in the back getting drinks. And it was 2 men. 2 men. And the part that kills me is that one of the men, right? And this is what, when women say they don't compete for men, it kills me. Because deep down inside they do. They just put it in the front and say they don't, but they do in real life. Outside, right? One of the men pulled up in a black Bentley truck. Like while I was at the desk, because he was looking for parking. So another man pulls up in a Bentley truck and walks to the front. And everybody got up out their seats, looking up, looking at the door.
Yeah. See, when you got paper, you could get almost any to do what you wanted to do. When you got paper.
Someone who is averagely fit, I'm not going to say 100% muscular because I'm not, but someone who's fit and can do outdoor activities with me.
Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
Yes. And I already know the comments are going to say something, but minimum 200K. And that's only because of what I make and my lifestyle. And so I need someone to keep up with my lifestyle.
Yeah. So I'm assuming your children's dad made that amount of money.
Well, he passed away 12 years ago. So I've been a single mother their entire life. So this is.
So 200K. So if he made 100K, don't reach out to you.
And here we go, straight out to Modern Woman.
All right. So I'm going to stop sharing. Shout out to THPP, whose video that is. All right. You can't be surprised that the men are not there. You can't be surprised that the men are not there. You can't be surprised now that the men have basically adjusted to, what have they adjusted to? they have adjusted to women reducing relationships down to the transaction. They have adjusted to women reducing relationships, the concept of a relationship, the concept of marriages, the concept down to just the transaction, just you give me this and I'll give you this, maybe. Y'all wanted this. The women, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to the sisterhood. I'm talking to the feminists. I'm talking to the strong and independent. I'm talking to the we don't need a man crew. I'm talking to the I'm not going to compete crew. We're talking to the boss babe crew. I'm talking to that crew. That crew. Y'all wanted all of this. You asked for it. You begged for this. You clamored for it. You went to the highest mountain peak to proclaim that wifehood, in many cases motherhood, when it is in the family construct only, not single motherhood, but motherhood in a family construct, being a valuable asset within a family, within a marriage. You went to the highest mountain peak to tell everybody that that's not the move, that was corny, it was unreasonable, you weren't gonna do it because it was demeaning to you, because men had too much leverage with that arrangement, that you had no value in that arrangement, that men did not even like you or respect you in that arrangement. That was the motivating underpinning and the catalyst of it. That overall, the doting wife, the doting mom, the woman who was really in it for the long haul, the woman who was 10 toes down, that the men did not respect that woman and that they did not even like that woman. That was the underpinning. This is why women are so vehemently not wanting to go into that space, because they have been convinced that that space is a respect, that the men don't like women in that space. That is what they have been convinced of. Are we clear about that? That men, those women said that men did not value those women, that he was still going to treat her badly. He was going to still, abuse her some kind of way, or just, she was to be disregarded, basically. Being a good woman, the thing was, being a good woman didn't pay. It didn't pay off because the men just they just don't value them kind of women. Being a good girl, being a good wife, trying to be a good mom, trying to be a good partner, dudes just do not rock with that. They'll get you, but they don't like you. And he is not turned on by you. He's not you can get everything but his sexual attention. That I'm telling y'all, the mind frame. This was the underpinning of the brainwashing for the sisterhood. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. That being a good girl was that was a useless thing for women to do, because men don't like that. I see my good sis, take heed. How you doing, sweetheart? Men don't like that. Men do not like that. Men do not like that. This is very key. Thanos, it's key. I'm gonna get to it. Thanos was right, says, in a vacuum, it's an acceptable conclusion to come to as a woman. Traditional feminine qualities are not highlighted or celebrated. That's the key. See, the women wanted to be celebrated, honored, like publicly, I guess. And the fact that the traditional feminine good woman is not particularly highlighted anywhere. Not particularly. Okay? Her own husband may or may not necessarily highlight her to her face. Do you understand what I mean? I don't mean he don't love her or don't value her, but he may not like pour all of this. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That like he may not do that. And not only that, the other like part of the brainwashing, was this. They don't like the traditional woman. She's useful to him, but he don't get all worked up about her. He don't lust after her. Do y'all understand what I mean? Who he lusts after, who really get his blood boiling, is the side piece, the sexually liberated woman, the woman that doesn't go into this traditional role. That's who gets his blood boiling. That's who we get, you know, that's who we get hard for. He don't get hard for the traditional good wife, doting, loyal. He don't get hard for her. But he get all in a tizzy for the woman that's completely opposite of this woman. He will go outside his marriage. I'm telling y'all to brainwash. I'm not telling y'all my viewpoint. That's a part of the brainwash. Part of the brainwash is he don't really like. She's useful, she's good. It's a good look to be with the good woman. This is the woman you want the kids with and all of that. But that ain't the woman that your blood boiling for. Your blood boiling for the other chick, for the whore, for the opposite of the woman that you would marry. And the brainwashing is that he will dishonor you as a good woman for this other woman that's not half of you. So what use is it? You might as well become this other woman that he done got hot for, rather than be this good woman that he's going to, just kind of put in the back burner. He don't really, you know what I'm saying? She good for the family, but you don't like her. This is where the stigma comes from, that good women are ugly and side pieces and hoes are pretty. All of this comes from this brainwashing. All of this, what I'm saying, stems from this brainwashing. People now believe that good women can't be pretty. That automatically, if you say you are with a good woman or you married a good woman, other men assume that you had to come down in her looks, that she probably don't look all that good, but she's good. And that your side piece probably look better than your wife. Exactly. This is a part of the brainwashing. Good women are boring. Whores are fun. This is the brain. Now, who's brainwashing who? What brainwashing? What am I talking about? I'm saying that the feminist ideology, why a woman should be sexually liberated, why she should not be traditional, why she should not be a wife, why she should not be a mother, why she should not be an asset to her family. This is all in that mix of getting women off of that program. That's how they got the women off the program, and that's how the women are keeping themselves off of being a good wife. So to the degree that now the feminists made up words to describe a traditionally feminine good woman. Lionesses or what? Put it in the chat. Y'all know the derogatory terms. They've now got derogatory terms for lionesses. This is reserved specifically for the lioness. Lionesses are pygmies. Lionesses are mammies. Lionesses are male identified. Lionesses are male brain. Lionesses are pandering. Lionesses are weak. They're weak. They're boring. They're ugly. They're basic. That's the running thing. All these little pygmies. I ain't ever seen a pygmy that was pretty. This is the sisterhood with this now. Okay? So, this level of brainwashing has several different effects. Women decided, right, every good woman is Celie from The Color Purple. She nappy head. She unkempt. She just plain Jane. She real, she ugly. Because Suge was the side piece, and Suge was supposed to have been fine. Right? Suge was supposed to be the sex, and Mr. was head over heels for Suge. Now, Suge ain't did nothing for him. Suge did not even like him. Suge didn't even like him. She was a drunk. Okay? She was a street woman. Her daddy wouldn't talk to her. Celie doing everything for Mr. and taking his abuse and taking, see, it's the color purple syndrome. I'm glad you brought that up, sis, because in the 80s, they brought that out to reinforce everything that I'm talking about. The good girl, Celie. Who wants to be Celie? Who wanted to be her? Nobody wanted to be her. She was the protagonist in the story and nobody wanted to be her. Which woman wanted to be Celie? Who wanted to look like her? Who wanted to behave like her? Who wanted to be in a marriage like hers? Who wanted to be treated how Celie was being treated? Suge seemed like fun. I did a whole thing on The Color Purple. I'm not going to go too far into it. Suge seemed like fun. Suge could dress how she want. You know, she had style and pizzazz. She could sing. She was supposedly fine. She could go where she wanted to go and do what she wanted to do. And she ain't had no man to answer to. And when she was ready to settle down with a husband, she got her husband. Didn't matter how much in the street she was. It didn't matter how much of a drunk she was. I'm talking about the old school one. When I think of The Color Purple, I don't even think of like the new one and the Broadway musical. I'm thinking about Whoopi Goldberg, baby, being Celie. That's always gonna be The Color Purple to me. Right? So that whole scene was there. That whole movie, that whole idea was there to promote the brainwashing. See, you shouldn't be this doting woman because no one's going to value you. You bring all this value to your family members and to your husband and to the people in your home and to the people. You bring all this value to these people. And none of them like you. None of them think to treat you well. You're overlooked. You're overstepped. So what good is it for you to be a good woman? You're going to be a Celie? You want to be a Celie? That's who you want to be? Just to say that you're married? That's where they get that. You married and all the marriages are abusive. All the men are trash. So now, this is where you could get the repetitive talking points from the boneyard. Anytime you bring up what you're going to do or what you like to do as a wife to bring value to your husband, they always get in the comment section and say, and still get cheated on. That's their favorite thing. That's their favorite thing. And he's still going to cheat. You're going to do all of that, and you're going to be all of this, and you're going to raise his kids, and you're going to do everything that you can, and he's still going to go out of his way to go get another woman and be nice to her and be good to her and not good to you. You do everything, he won't be good to you. This other woman will not be doing anything. She'll just be existing and he'll be sweet to her. This is where they get, I'd rather be a side piece. This is where they're getting all this foolishness. The other part of the foolishness, you might as well get your money. And once you can get your money, you don't need men anymore. Because somehow money is a man. Somehow money is a man. So once you get a couple of dollars, now all of a sudden, the men are not valuable anymore, because that's the only value that you could even see coming out of a man in the first place. This is the brainwash of feminism. This is the brainwash that I'm telling y'all about. They played on the men don't respect a Sealy. And they never did, and they never will. Don't you want to be respected by the men? Yeah. So if you want to be respected by the men, you got to be the woman that the men like, that the men actually like, not the woman the men say they like. They say they like the Sealy. That's who they say they want. That's not who they really want, because they're willing to give up a whole relationship with her to screw off with you. Okay? So you might as well be that woman instead of this other woman that he don't even like. That's how they played on women in the beginning, and that is how women have continued to prod each other with that thought pattern. Even growing up, see how the boys like the fast girls? She get all the attention. See? He like her. He'll spend money on her. He'll take her places. He'll, you know what I'm saying? She get all the attention from all the guys. Look at you. You're not her. These boys don't hardly pay you much attention, and you don't get that kind of attention. See what I'm saying? They use it to this day. Y'all don't like good girls because y'all up and down Instagram liking all the hoes pictures. This is the brain. See, and the talking points is not for the men. The men can hear it because they're saying it out loud. But the talking points is not for the men. All the talking points, even the one that's directed, quote unquote, at men or about men, are not for the men. They're brainwashing other women with that. See what I'm saying? They're brainwashing other women with that. When they're talking about, when I'm too good for a Cheesecake Factory, that's not for the men. That's a brainwash for the women. When they talk about we want 6 feet and 6-pack and 6 whatever, that's not for the men. That's a brainwash for the women. They're saying that to each other. This is, I kind of cringe when men take it up. When women said they want, stop listening to that. Hyenas say whatever. It's a brainwash for the women. That's not even for y'all. That's not even for y'all. That's not for y'all because it's not even in reality. It's not a reality. Women do not just want men who are 6 feet and over. That's a lie. And the men, y'all live in reality. You know it's a lie. If most of you are not 6 feet. The average pay is not 6 figures. And all of y'all are not having a problem getting a woman to like you and have sex with you. Y'all are actually living the reality. So I be cringing when I be hearing men be like, yeah, the women said, screw what they said. First of all, those are not women talking. Those are hyenas talking. Let's get that real straight. Those are hyena talking points. Those are not women's talking points. Lionesses do not talk like that. This is what I was saying last week when I was talking about it. Why is it that when a hoe talk, all her talking points is facts, but when a lioness talk, our talking points ain't nothing? They say this kind of stuff. They don't even believe it. They don't believe it, and they don't do it. This is just, when a man send me, he got to spend $300-$400 on a first date. They go on dates barely, and if they do get on a date, he's not spending that money, and they still going. You cannot listen to hyenas. They are liars. They lie. They stay lying about it. They're not experiencing none of it. The men that they are dealing with do not spend this money. These are not men that are 6 foot nothing. The men that they are dealing with are average men. They regular. They in the hood. They on the block with them. This is foolishness. When they talk about, oh, we're bosses, we own businesses and stuff like this is for them. This is not even for you, guys. They're not talking to you. They hope you hear it, but they're not talking to you. They are reiterating brainwashes to the rest of the hyena clan. That's what they're doing. Okay? That's what they're doing. Wishful thinking, manifestation. This is all what that is. Nothing to do with the men. Nothing even to do with the realities of anything. Because when you really look at it, these women are broke. They don't have any money. They don't have any money because if they had money, they wouldn't talk the way that they talk about money. If they were actually out here working and had businesses that were profitable, they would not speak about money the way that they do. But you can tell that they don't have it because they talk about money like little kids and broke people. Like broke people and little kids talk about money the same way. They don't know how it's made. They don't know what it do, because broke people and little kids do not make any money. So they do not understand nothing about finances and how money works. Little kids and chronically broke people. People with a poverty mindset. They don't know. They talk about money the same way, like a toddler. You ever talk to somebody and they just got a poverty mindset, like they just got impoverishment in their spirit? And you be like, oh God, I can't have no talk to you about no money now. That's come on now. You can't talk to them about no dang money, because they don't know what they're talking about. Folks that's generationally been on welfare and Section 8, they don't know nothing about no money. They don't even pay their bills. They don't even pay market rent. I don't want to hear what you have to say about who needs to have what money. I don't need to hear what you have. You don't pay market rent. I don't want to hear it. If you don't get regular bills in your name, I don't want to hear it. If you struggle to pay your phone bill every month and you ain't got hardly no other bills, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear you talk about what somebody else got to earn. You don't even know what it is to earn, a little or a lot. You don't even know what it is to go out and work and kind of just trying to make ends meet because the money ain't really adding up, but you don't even know how to do that. I don't want to hear what you got to say about no dang on money and who got to have what and who buying what. And no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I absolutely do not want to hear nothing about that coming out of your mouth, because you don't know what you're talking about. He gotta pay $200,000 a year. You don't even know what it takes for somebody to make $200,000 a year. You have no idea the level of thought and planning and being driven and the discipline and the understanding and the level of mistakes you had to make in order to figure out what you really needed to do and how to really set stuff. You don't know. You don't know anything. Spell 200,000 out in words. Spell it out. You know how they used to make you spell out the words in grammar school? Spell it out. Don't ask for nothing you can't spell. $200,000. I want you to name each of the places of the numbers. Name them. The ones place, the tens place, the hundreds place. If you can't name all the way across, don't ask for no money. Which number is in the tens place? Which number is in the thousands place? If you can't tell me, I need you to mark it down. Remember how we had to learn which is the places, and it was, before the decimal and after the decimal. Where the decimal point supposed to be? If you write out $200,000, where's the comma supposed to be? If you can't tell me that, I don't want to hear nothing you guys say about no dang on money. After these messages, we'll be right back. Because I need y'all to go ahead and go to ashkicking.com so you can get yourself some body butter and some personal care products. This is some of the best. I know that there are people in the chat who have purchased it already. If you have already made a purchase and you love Ash Kicking, put a 1 in the chat and let everybody know just how wonderful this body butter and these products really are. If this is going to be your first purchase, please take advantage of the 10% discount using the promo code Crimson at checkout. Once again, the link is pinned to the top of the chat, ashkicking.com. Go ahead and get your body butter now. I don't know how many likes I need, but I owe you guys a bam, 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 bam. You gotta hit the like button, bam, bam. You gotta go ahead, hit the like button. Thank you to my good sis at Crimson You the Truth. Love your content and your teaching. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, John Teal. So these women want to be celebrated, but the men that do so, they get labeled simp and shipped express mail directly to the phantom friend zone. Pharaoh, thank you for being a member for a month. So many female bone crusher, Beetlejuice, Sunny Liston looking women being degenerate. Allahu Akbar from our Thailand and Ghana study abroad applications. Thank you so much, Timothy, for your super stick. I appreciate you. So if you don't pay market rent, if you ain't never paid off a car in full, you understand what I'm saying? I don't want to hear nothing about what you require financially. Oh, hey, Hemp. How you doing, sweetheart? Thank you so much. I appreciate you for the support. Everybody go to This Might Be Risky and go ahead and subscribe to the brother's channel. He actually has really, really good conversations. I really enjoy his panels. A lot of the conversations are very thoughtful. He's a really good moderator, so you should support him by going to his channel and subscribing. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, sweetheart. Thank you there. I said it with $5. Says salute. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So when they went to the Kendra G mixer, should we be surprised that the men didn't show up? Show up for what? Connect with you to do what? Get your number to do what with it? Talk to you and vibe with you to do what with you? Because you have already come out to say what you're not going to do for a man, how you are not going to be valuable, how useless and worthless you are in a relationship, because you ain't going to cook, you ain't going to clean, he ain't going to tell you what to do. You know, I ain't submitting to him because the Bible say we should submit to one another. You can't name no verses. You can't even tell nobody where the chapter and verse is at that you even referring to. And the men are supposed to show up and talk to you to do what? You done found yourself after 5 baby daddies. You need $200,000 because you 278 pounds. Show up to do what with you? For you to disrespect them? Because any woman that respect her man or want to respect a man, she got to get called a name. You just out here begging for these men. You know what I'm saying? Competing for these men. Well, let me talk about the competing. What do y'all think is gonna, how is it that you feel that you're going to be diminished as a woman to compete for a man that you want? How does that diminish you as a woman? Somebody answer that for me. How does it diminish you as a woman to compete for the man you want? Then they be liking to act confused when, well, what compete how? Cause he got a bunch of different women and I'm trying to compete. I'm convinced, y'all, these hyenas is slow. They was in the remedial class. It was girls in the remedial classes too. Them was the ones I always wanted to fight. They was in them remedial classes, in them special ed classes. I'm not arguing with no chick that used to have her reading class in the basement of the school. I ain't arguing with no chick who in 7th grade wasn't switching classes for the different subjects. I ain't arguing with you. If you had to have your lunch in your classroom, I'm not arguing with you. If it wasn't nothing but 10 students in your classroom, because a lot of these hyenas is slow. They slow. They good and slow. Because see, it ain't an act all the time. They not acting stupid. They stupid. Not an act. You be trying to figure out why you can't get what I'm saying. Because she had 10 people in her reading class. Wasn't no such thing as social studies and none of that. If you was in 8th grade and still had to take a nap in the middle of the day, yeah. What you mean by compete? For the slow ones, I'm gonna try to explain it to you. Competing for the men that you want is not necessarily a direct competition with a woman that you know of. Competing for the men that you want is you showing up as the best possible version of you. That means your spiritual self is together. That means your health is together. You know, you're not showing up 1,000 pounds and you know what I'm saying? Dr. Now trying to tell you that your sister is your enabler and all that kind of stuff. We need to get yourself together there. Get yourself together with your appearance. Don't have a bunch of men and you know what I'm saying, all around you and a bunch of kids all around. All of that kind of stuff. Be the best version of you. Show up with your head on straight, with an idea of how you're going to be valuable to your man because you're valuable to yourself, right? When men ask you what's going, you will be able to hold a conversation with him about you that don't involve trying to tell no man how good that little funk box is. Because a good percentage of you cannot have a conversation that don't revolve around your funk box. Okay? He can't ask you nothing that don't got nothing to do with you sucking, riding, rolling, and nothing else. You get your conversation go over there, you can talk a mile a minute. When you get to talking about something else worldly, something else spiritual, something else, you sitting there, girl, because you can't keep up with the conversation. He weird because you can't keep up with the conversation. He weird, he gay because he ain't constantly trying to get in your pants and trying to, that girl, something wrong with him. We've been on 2 dates and he still ain't made no moves because you don't know what to do. You don't know what to do you? You don't know what to do you? You don't know what to do you? You don't know the feminine responses, do you? You don't know how to talk to a man like you got some sense. That's competing. You ain't got to know of no specific female. Like, here's the secret sauce. This why y'all hyenas, this why that mixer was empty. Because y'all don't understand this point here. Lionesses never stop competing. We don't. I compete for my husband right now. That is my husband. That is my husband. We are already hitched. You know why I still compete? Because just like we got hitched, we can get unhitched. You ain't got to stay like that. You want it to stay like that. I would like to stay hitched. I do not want to be unhitched. I want to be hitched. So if I want to be hitched, I have to remain in a state where he wants to remain hitched with me. It's really as simple as that. I'm not in no. The last woman he was with, well, she dressed like this. I'm trying to dress like that. No, goofball. That's not the competition. All right. That's not the. You know why it's not the competition? Because if he talk about some past relationship that he had with somebody and then he broke that relationship off, you realize I'm not trying to copy that, right? Because he broke that off. Y'all so dumb. Y'all don't even know how to show up as you. Y'all just be carbon copies of each other. It's a bad copy. It was a bad original. It was a bad original. And you're copying it. Y'all copy this foolishness that y'all tell each other. This is why I went through the whole thing in the whole first part of the live stream to talk about the brainwashed narratives that they do. This is why I went through the whole thing. Because it's a cope. Now it's a cope. You know, the goal is not marriage. Just because you know you can't get married. So obviously the goal is not marriage. Conveniently, the goal is not marriage. Every woman don't want no man. Convenient. Because you can't get man. So, yeah. I would understand why you would move the goalpost way over there. They in charge of where the goalpost is at and still cannot kick a successful field goal. Think about that. They move the goalpost. They are in charge of where the goalpost is at. And have yet to kick a successful field goal. They at the goal line to kick the field goal. And it has boing off of the field goal post. Okay. I ain't never seen the like of it. How ridiculous. Y'all have caused the men. The men have simply adjusted. You want to be transactional? We'll just do the transaction. And I don't have to come to a mixer to transaction with you. Because mixers used to mean we're going to actually have some type of serious, potentially serious conversation that may lead into a real relationship. That's what a mixer used to be. I don't got to come to no mixer to hit you up on plenty of fish. I gotta come to a mixer for. I got to come to a mixer to hit you up in your DMs on Facebook. I got to travel out of my house when I could just hit you on Instagram. Oh, baby, bye. I'm not coming in that mixer. Because coming to a mixer means I got to be seen fiddling around with y'all and intermingling with y'all. I don't want to be seen doing it. What you take me for? I don't want to be seen doing it. You think I want to be seen at an event where we trying to get to know y'all? Because I'm not trying to get to know you. That's the thing. That's the thing that the hyenas have failed to understand. They not coming to the mixers because because they don't want to talk to you. Want to be seen doing this? I'm coming over there. It'll be about midnight or so. Just hold your horses. Hold your lace front. I'll be over there, bonnet bandit. I'll be over there, you bonnet bandit, you. The one thing that really stuck in the minds of men that y'all said on this here internet, I'm gonna tell y'all the one thing, the kind of the straw that almost kind of broke the camel back, that y'all have said on this internet, and y'all have said some egregious things on this internet. But the thing that y'all have said in recent months on this internet is that y'all wanted that bear. And the men have not let that go. They have not let go of the bear comments. It wasn't even the Cheesecake Factory comments or the give me $100 on lunch comments. It was the bear comment. It was the bear comment. Yeah. They not feeling the bear comment. They don't like the bear comment. Hyenas, they don't like that bear comment. They still holding on to that bear comment. When you got to talk about a bear. Y'all have said some egregious things. But that bear comment. Y'all wanted to meet somebody. Why come you ain't go to the zoo? That's where the bears is at. Should have had it in the zoo at the bear exhibit. Maybe you would have found you a man. He'd have been a little furry, but because because the bear, because you rather the bear, because it was the bear, because you like the bear, because the bear treats you good, because it was the bear, right? It was a bear, right? You like bears, right? The fluffy bears, they're so fluffy, right? Bear, right? Right. So why didn't y'all have it at, find you a bear sanctuary? They got them. With old bears that's got PTSD from the circus and stuff like that. Go to a bear sanctuary and get you a man. Because you told the men that the bear was a viable option above them. Y'all didn't say that. We didn't say that. Lionesses didn't say that. Y'all said that. I choose the bear. Okay. Thank you, Original Man said, winter came and it's here. Kendra inherited Cass's demographic of delusional hyenas and is feeling the brunt. Clubs are empty. Men are not approaching. Talk about karma. They couldn't ruin Simone Biles. Thank you to Renzo. So Lucy has never let Charlie kick the ball at all. Therefore, moving the goalpost talk is dead. Salute, twin. Thank you, Boxing Logic. Said, appreciate the wisdom you share for young women that wouldn't hear it anywhere else. Much love. Thank you so much. Thank you, Damien. So I'm definitely taking this from you, Bonnet Bandit. Yeah, the Bonnet Bandits. And thank you, Miss Mia, being a member for 4 months at Yogi and them. Yeah, boo-boo. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. You, sir, UFO kamikaze with the number 1. Leave me alone, sir. Leave me alone? Grizzly Yaggers, leave me alone on this Good Friday evening. Leave me alone. Do you understand? Somebody don't know what the bear comment. When the women was on, this is months ago, this is like over the summer, and women was all over social media, white women, black women. It was a bunch of different women that was posed the question: if you was in the woods 3 days by yourself, would you rather a man come upon you or a bear? Overwhelmingly, females on the internet, on Michael Jackson's internet, said that they would overwhelmingly take the bear, because even if the bear mauled them, he's just doing what he do on instinct. But the man might do more than that. You may be in different kind of trouble with the man. That was the bear comment. So the women said that they wanted a bear over the man. And so the men said, for real. Thank you, Terrence, and tell him to go talk to Kuma from Tekken. Yeah, that, you know. Yeah. You want the bear. Right. Let's see. Cause UFO talking about some grizzly gaggers. I'm done with him. Thank you, HRM. So shout out to you, Crimson. Been a while. Great job you're doing. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, Troy. Say, hey, Crimson, looking for a mentor for my nieces. Do you have any advice? I do coaching sessions. I haven't done mentor mentee in a while. I don't mind it necessarily, but we may be able to talk about it. Thank you to Renzo. So the only bear they can get is the Coke bear and his homie White Rabbit. The rabbit gets them high. The bear blows their back out. That's crazy. Thank you, Quantum. I believe these illusions referring to panda bears. Panda beta simpletons are more submissive. We're going to go ahead and get out of here, but first,
friends and family, I would like you to check out blackcommunityspeak.com. Now, blackcommunityspeak.com is a forum-based website, so something that's very simple, where you can get on, you can get off, get involved with a lot of topics. Now, Black Community Speaks is a place that's for Black men and women to talk about issues that's affecting the entire community. So on blackcommunityspeak.com, they talk about topics in the range of news, what's going on in society, relationships, technology, business, food and recipes, gaming, health and fitness, music, and many, many more. On Black Community Speak, it's a place where you can be safe to say what you want to say without the fear of big tech censorship. So make sure you head on over to blackcommunityspeak.com and sign up today.
So please go over, click the link at the top of the chat. It's the very first link, Black Community Speak. Please go ahead and click that link. Give the brother a follow. Register on the website and take part in the forum as well. Open up a new conversation, join one that's already going. It's a very clean website. I like the way that it is, organized. Sometimes forums are all over the place. That's not the case with Black Community Speaks. The forum is a very nice looking, streamlined. You can find your way around rather easily. So once again, it's the first link at the top of the chat, Black Community Speak. We got a couple of more super chats. Thank you so much, Q Destiny. So I shared your video about women expectations for men and garbage with my neighbor. She said it was egregious and ugly how you talked about the young lady. And if I thought that was okay, it wasn't. Was told to watch the whole video. I agree with you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I actually would have to go back and look at the video that you even talking about. What I say? Anyway. Thank you, Terrence, at the Klondike Bear, the ice cream bear. What would you do for a Klondike bar? Like what would you do? Man, Klondike bar is little, bro. I don't like that. Anyway, once again, for those of you who are interested in coaching, I'm going to share my screen once again to let you know the new and improved method for getting one-on-one coaching from me. When you go to crimsoncure.com, I'm centralizing everything into my website. So the crimsoncure.com, hit the coaching session, and here you have a 2-hour and a 1-hour session. You can click those sessions. The highlighted days are the days available. Once you click them, the times become available that you can choose. Please read, because this is vital information about the process. Once you get to the website, it's a simple process. I tried to streamline it as much as possible so that it can be simple to do, easy to do, and centralizing everything to the website so that you can purchase your book there. You can purchase your merch there. You can set your sessions there. Everything can happen from one place, which is crimsoncure.com. Okay. All right. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. All right. Jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your hostess, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.